Hello, wonderful Reiki Temple. Welcome to day 17 of our 21 days together. We are nearing the end, but not quite there yet. And today I'm coming to you from a different location. After an intense period of time, filled with delightful magic, alchemical transformation, and more, my love and I decided to spend a weekend in nature together. Also last weekend to just really connect in with each other before our baby will be born. And just be in this. So I found myself a wonderful tree here. And before making this video and before sitting down, took a moment to connect with it and ask it if it can support me in taking away some of energies that have been sucked in by me, that are creating all sorts of physical sensations. Ask it to help me ground my essence here on earth. And just as soon as I sat down up against its trunk, there was just this love, and almost like it's embracing me. And obviously physically it's not doing that, but I can feel the energy of this tree embracing me right now and just holding me. It's loving, warm embrace, and again being reminded of how nature really wants to be of service. Obviously it does not want to be abused, but nature does want to be of service. The trees want to help us. The earth wants to help us. The herbs want to nourish us and heal us. And we are invited to tune into that. With Reiki, what we work with is more of a cosmic energy, cosmic love. It's the original source of our life. But we are here on earth, and this is where we have to do the work. We do have these bodies that are filled with our karmic patterns. And those bodies are the temples that carry us through. And it's so important to allow those bodies, this instrument for this divine source that we are, to be nourished in any way it needs. So what has been happening on this planet that we call our home for the past few years is that the frequency of the planet has been rising drastically. It is time for an amazing shift. It is time for deep healing. It is time for coming into alignment with our divine purpose. It's coming tomorrow, no worries. And in this rising of frequencies, what is happening is what we currently see. It's a complete collective purge of everything that doesn't suit that energy frequency anymore. Is a purge of everything in our beings that doesn't vibrate at the same frequency, this beautiful frequency of love and gratitude. It's a seeing of all of that, the working through all of that, so that we may rise with this planet, because it is time. It is time we shed those skins. It's time we leave those stories behind it. It's time that we wake up and see through this mist of mechanisms. It is time that we allow ourselves to be guided by love instead of fear. It's time that our hearts take the lead and not the mind. It is time that we allow this body to be the instrument for the heart, to be the instrument that we work through. So for today, if you do have time, Aside from connecting into this source that you are, connecting with Reiki and allowing your spirit to be nourished, and through that your body to be activated by it. See if you can make some time to spend in nature. We are always so surrounded by so many noises, impressions, sensations. And for the sensitive amongst us, anywhere we go can have a tremendous impact on our experience of the day. We go into a shopping center and we feel the aggravation. We walk out into our neighborhood and we feel the frustration of the people living around us. We feel they're kept, is that the word? We feel how they're feeling like captives of life. And that is all coming into our being. And this is why nature is so incredibly important. Nature is egoless. Nature doesn't have stories. Nature is love, motherly love. It's just wanting to hold us and embrace us, and it's waiting for us to recognize her as this divine mother, so that she can nourish us and we can give that love back to her. And aside from that, it being egoless, and so for that reason also being very nourishing to entire being, it is also vibrating at this extremely high frequency. By just sitting down on her, leaning against a tree, we can feel that frequency rush through the body, clearing it, cleansing it, and bringing it up to that same level of love and gratitude. And we take that back out into the world and into our lives. And the more we can tap into that, and the more we can connect and raise our frequencies in that sense, the less all the mist of mechanisms, the egos of those around us, the karmic stories of the collective, of our own being, have an impact. The more we can live in this gratitude, connected to our homes here on earth, but also our celestial home, the more we can rest in silence, in pure knowing of what we are and what we are here to do. So connect to nature today. Allow your body to be nourished. And whether this is just placing your hands up against a tree, maybe asking this tree to support you in taking away some energy that's been stuck to you, or whether it is sitting, walking, whatever comes to you, whatever's possible for you right now. All it takes is maybe like 10 seconds a day of tree hugging every single day. It doesn't need to be much. We often have these ideas of, needing so much, and then we don't get around to do it because we're waiting for the opportunity to really soak it all in. But it can be those small moments of connection every single day. Just short moments of connection every single day. And they form a red thread that invites us into the silence of our hearts. As long as we do make those small moments of connection every single day. So that's the invitation for you today. Allow yourself a moment of connection to our earthly home. in whatever form this wants to happen for you. Lots of love and joy and joy.